Okay, so as you see, we do have equation with two variables. So let's begin. 4 multiplied to 2x, that's going to be plus 8x going to that way. 4 multiplied to 4, that's going to be plus 16 going that way. Negative 2, I'm sorry, 5, negative 5 multiplied to y, it's plus, so it's going to be plus 5y going to that way. All the variable with the letter go to the that way, to the left, and just a number like 16 go to that way, to the right way, because the number is supposed to reading after the equation, and and number with letters supposed to write before the equation, and if it's not so, we just have to change them first. And 5 multiplied to negative 2, that's going to be negative 10. When we multiplied regular number with negative number, that all will be, a negative. Just when we multiplied negative with negative, it's going to be plus. In the same way, plus, we multiply to plus, it's plus. Multiplied and divided, it's the same force for, in the equation with plus and negative. Okay. Now 3 multiplied to 2x, it's going to be plus 6x going to that way, to the right way. And 3 multiplied to negative 4, that's going to be negative 12 going that way. 6x have to go to that way. Plus 37. Now in this equation we do have 1y, 2x, and I think 4 number, 1, 2, 3, 4. So plus 8x plus 6x equal to okay, okay, plus 8x. Now 6 I have to change is first because it's written after the equation, and 8 because it is written before the equation where it's supposed to be, so I don't have to change the force of 8. So that's going to be plus 8x with negative 6x equal to it's equal to 2x, but I'm not going to write here. As I say, we just do have with in both sides only one y. So plus y, because it's written, before the equation is still like it is. I don't have to, I shouldn't change its force. That will be equal to, okay, so here we have two numbers that I have to change them first because they're written before the equation, and because of that, plus 16 become to be negative 16, and negative 10 become to be plus 10. That will be equal to, now here I don't change to the number them first because they're written where they're supposed to written after the equation. Okay, so here we have negative 12 with plus 37. Okay, now we're going to the other side of the equation. 5 multiplied to 3x, that's gonna be plus 15x going to that way with negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, just 4 number, and negative 5 going to that way. Negative 2y gonna stay like it is because it's written before the equation, but now I also have to just make arrow to make sure that we not will confuse. And here I do have negative 2. Negative 2y going to that way. Remember, I just remind you, negative 2 multiplied to 3, that's going to be negative 6. When we multiply negative with plus or divide negative with plus, that all will be negative. So because of that, we do have here negative 6. It's going that way. And after the equation, we do have plus 4x going to that way. And we do have plus 4 and plus 1. Okay, let's say that we do have here plus 15x, and after the equation we do have plus 4x that I have to change the force because it's written after the equation, and not where it's supposed to was written because it's supposed to written before the equation, and because of that I have to change the force of 4x of plus 4x to negative 4x. That will be equal to negative 2y. And that will be equal to, now, negative 5 and negative 6 become to be plus 5 and plus 6 because they're written before the equation and they're supposed to written after the equation, and because of that I have to change them first. So negative 5 become to be plus 5, and negative 6 become to be plus 6. Now after the equation, here again. Now after the equation, I 4 and plus for 1 and plus 1, I mean plus 4 and plus 1 stay like it is. I shouldn't have to change them first because the rating after the equation where they're supposed to rating. And that says that plus 4 plus 1. I'm sorry, Dad. It's not. Okay. So plus 15x with negative 4x. That is 11x with negative 2y. First I have to write the upstairs, so 2x and plus y plus 5y, that will be equal, and in downstairs we do have 12x plus negative 2y. I mean 12x with negative 2y. And that will be equal, we will see next. Okay. So that says that negative 16 with plus 10 with negative 12 and with plus 37, or all of that will be equal to 19. And because of that, here I can write 19. Now downstairs equation, I write plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 and plus 1, and that will be equal to 16. Okay, so 2x and downstairs we do have 11x plus 5y, and here we do have negative 2y equal equal, I think 19 and 16, but I just want to make sure. Yes, it's 19 and 16. Okay. You know, I just remind you, I can multiply it, uh, negative 11 with 2, and then, you know, I can solve this puzzle. Or I can multiply it here 2 and here 5. But all of them will be plus. Just pay attention that here we have plus and here we do have negative. And, you know, regular numbers stay like it is. Now there is another way to solve this, but, you know, I decide this way. And that will be multiplied to 2 and the half. So that's what I would like to do. So I'm going to make a copy, 2x plus 5y equal to 19. And I must say, I will multiply that to 2.5. Now, remember, don't write here negative, because we do have here negative. It's the only way to get to go to the 0, and that is, you know, how to solve this puzzle. Okay, so 11 multiplied to 2.5, that will be equal to 27.5. 27.5 x, or 27 elf, but you know, here you're gonna write 27.5 and negative 2 multiplied to, you know, to 2.5, that has to be equal to negative 5. Let's see. Negative 2 multiplied to 2.5, that will be equal to negative 5. Y. And finally, we do have 16. 16 multiplied to 2.5, that will be equal, that has to be equal to 40, but just like make sure that I not made a mistake, and 16 multiplied to 2.5, that's equal to 14. Yes, I was right. So 14. So I just, you know, make copy again, 2x uh, 7.5 you know, I decide to write like this, 27.5 5x, and here 2x. Okay, negative negative 5y and plus 5y, 19 and 14. So here we do have 22.5x equal to 0 equal to 59, I think, but let's make sure that I not made a mistake. So so 19 plus 14, that will be equal to 59. Okay, so let's say that x equal to let's say that x equal to 29.5 and 59. I mean, that says that x equal to 59 divided with 29.5. And that says that 59 divided with 29.5, that will be equal to 2. And that says that x equal to 2. I want to test this calculation, if I able to multiply 59 with 29.5. Yes, that's also, clear that choose the correct answer. Okay, so 2x multiplied to 2x is 4, plus 5y equal to 19. Okay, now let's say that 19 with negative 4 equal to 5y. And let's say that y equal to let's say that y equal to 15 divided with 5. Now 15 divided with 5 is 3. So I just want to make sure that 15 divided with 5 is 3. Also, I would like to write here that 15 divided with 5 is 3. And that says that y equal to 3. Now, I have to also make a square for that. Very important that not forget to make a square. Okay, so first with it doesn't matter x or y. X I have to write in the right side of the square, and because of that, let's say 2 and 3, 2.3. Y will be in the right way of the scroll because it's y, and x will be, in the left side of the square. And that is how I will solve the puzzle. Now let's make sure that I solve the puzzle correctly. So 4, 2 multiplied to 2 plus 4 plus 5 y, I think, yes, 3, because y equal to 3 with negative 2. That have to be, that equal to 37. Now, if this side also equal to 37, so, I just make sure, let's say that I do it correctly. So 3 with 2x, with 2 multiplied to 2, with negative 4, plus 37, it's equal to 37. That say that I, that I solved the puzzle very correctly, but, just to make sure that 200% is okay. Also, let's check here. So 5, 3 multiplied to 2 with negative 1, with negative 2, y is 3, plus 3, that's equal to 13. If this side is also equal to 13, that says that we solved the puzzle correctly. And 4 2 plus 1 plus 1, that have to be also equal to 13, and yes, that is equal to 13, and that is how we solve the puzzle. Today we're going to learn how to solve the equation with 2 variables. So let's learn, and we also, going to use a calculation, a Cassius calculation.